Good morning, traders. Welcome to TraderTalk. This is Tony D from easyMarkets, Sydney Dealing Room. What we have today is probably the biggest day of the week and potentially the year. In regards to what's happening, we've got the euro up above 115 into a major ECB sort of a timing announcement. What I mean by that is if Draghi's going to talk down the euro today, he's going to have to come out swing, try to get the market to delay its expectations of when the ECB is going to start to normalize its policy. So start its tapering policy later this year. If he does that successfully, then potentially the US dollar will bottom out against most pairs, as the euro is such a big pair in the market that when it starts to fall, then it has the potential to drag down all the other pairs. If we are sitting here tomorrow at 116, very likely the market starts to focus towards those 120 levels, and then what you'll look at is that the dollar yen will start to look down towards 110, the pound towards 135, the Aussie towards 82, Kiwi towards 75. So this is a pivotal day in terms of where the market is positioned and where we go from here. In terms of what's coming up ahead of that, we do have some big announcements as well, though. We got the unemployment numbers from Australia. Now these numbers have been very strong in the recent months, and if that continues, then the market's expectations that the RBA is going to be moving sooner than currently was expected, only as short as last month. You had a huge change in expectations for the RBA. All of a sudden this year is on the cards for a rate hike if you're looking at the bond markets in Australia, and this number probably coming at a pivotal time as well because the Aussies had a huge rally this week. So short term the market's really long, right? We've had a 3-cent move in the last week of trading, which is a lot of movement for the Aussie, and the big level above us is that 80 cents level, and if we get up to 80 cents, the market then will start to raise up its target level. So these are the first sort of targets that we all had. 80 cents is the target for the bulls in the market. If we can get above and hold above 80, then we start to look towards 82, 83. And these numbers are really important for shaping how we expect the RBA to come out in the next couple of weeks. So the market's already moved in terms of turning bullish on the Aussie, and we'll see if this fundamental data supports the technicals. The other piece of data we do have out, economic release today, is the Bank of Japan in Asia. Now, the Bank of Japan is the quietest of the central banks. What we could see though is a little bit more of a dovish tilt from the Bank of Japan, and this would be in the form of them reducing their inflation forecast, because inflation's been missing their target. They've been trying to get their inflation up to 2% for a while now. They had a 2-year target to do this. Looks like they're going to miss that, and so that gives them the opportunity to be a little bit more dovish, and that may weigh on the yen. But with dollar yen at the moment, dollar yen's under pressure because the US dollar is the weakest pair in the market. So this could be the opportunity for a slight reprieve. Stocks in general in the US have been quite strong, holding up against the falls in dollar yen, and so is the Nikkei. So if we do get a dovish Bank of Japan today, we might see a little reprieve here for the dollar yen, and that could help Aussie yen, Euro yen also have a nice little push higher. Alright traders, we'll be back tomorrow at the same time. If you have any questions or you do want to join easyMarkets and get a personal analyst like myself, look at the links below in the YouTube panel. Thank you.